Sir, I'm Kiran Gite, sir, Secretary Industries Tripura.
Hi Kiran, how are you? Morning.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Ma'am, you can go ahead. Please start.
Sure, please. Thank you. On behalf of Indian Chamber of Commerce, I welcome you all to the webinar on Scheme for Formalization of Micro Food Processing Enterprises today with the support of the Department of Industries and Commerce, Government of Tripura. We have with us today Shri Manoj Joshi, Additional Secretary, Ministry of Food Processing Industries, Government of India. We have with us today Mr. Kiran Gitte, Secretary, Department of Industry and Commerce, UTT and Tourism, Government of Tripura. Mr. Gajendra Bhujabal, Consultant, Ministry of Food Processing Industries, Government of India. We have with us Dr. Phani Bhushan Jamatia, Director, Department of Horticulture and Soil Conservation, Government of Tripura. We have with us Dr. C. Ananda Ramakrishnan, Director, Indian Institute of Food Processing Technology, IIFPT, Ministry of Food Processing Industries, Government of India. We have with us Mr. Anand Kumar, CRM, United Bank of India. We welcome everybody, all our participants for today's program to this webinar. As you all know, that Ministry of Food Processing Industry, in partnership with the state governments and UTs, has launched an all India centrally sponsored PM Formalization of Micro Food Processing Enterprises Scheme, which we are calling PM FME scheme, with an outlay of INR 10,000 crore for providing financial, technical, and business support for upgradation of existing micro food processing enterprises. The scheme would generate total investment of around 35,000 crores and generate around 9 lakh skilled and semi-skilled employment and benefit 8 lakh units through access to information, training, better exposure, and formalization. The primary objective of the scheme is to support for capital investment, for upgradation of formalization with registration for GST, FSSAI, hygiene standards, and Udyog Aadhaar. This scheme will specially help in capacity building through skill training, imparting technical knowledge and food safety standards and hygiene and quality improvement, along with hand-holding support for preparation of DPR and availing bank loan. This scheme finally will support, which is very important for all of us, support the farmer producers organization, FPOs, self-help groups, producers cooperatives for capital investment, common infrastructure, and support branding and marketing. We all know that Tripura, along with other northeastern states, fall in one of the most favorable agroclimatic zone, mild tropical plain zone, favoring cultivation of a host of crops, vegetables, and fruits round the year. It has the potential, huge potential to be a sunrise zone for food processing and other agribusiness activities. Needless to mention, the entire region will be highly benefited by this important scheme called PMFME scheme. We also like to mention here, the region would be also able to take benefit of marketing and branding support provided at state or regional level to FPOs, self-help groups, cooperatives, or an SPV of micro food processing enterprises under the scheme. The detailed presentations will be made by the Ministry of Food Processing representatives. With these few words, I once again welcome everybody and especially our eminent guests and speakers. And we look forward to our very, very fruitful deliberations and interactions thereafter. So now, with these words, I'm closing my address. Now I would request Kiran Gitte sir to say few words and also give an overview of the state perspective. Over to you, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you first of all for organizing this webinar. Respected Manoj Joshi sir, and the Sri Ramakrishnan from IIFPT, Sri Gajendra Bhujbal ji, Sri Anand Kumar ji, he is our CRM of Lead Bank from Punjab National Bank. And I'm told a lot of entrepreneurs have joined this webinar. This is a continuation of efforts we are taking for at least last 1.5 years. Sir, earlier we had taken similar efforts under the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana, where we could sponsor quite a few projects. In fact, our 4 projects have been approved, and some more projects are under consideration. By August, we are targeting about 9 projects under PMKVY. During that process, we came across about 80 to 90 potential investors, entrepreneurs who were looking for a smaller scheme, because under the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana, projects of 3 crore, 5 crore, even about say 10, 12 crore were proposed. The small and medium entrepreneurs were looking for a scheme. Some of them we had taken up under the PM EGP. So we are about say 10 lakh, 15 lakh, 20 lakh financial assistance is available. But then this scheme, which has been recently launched for the micro food processing enterprises, I think this is very good for the state. I would say that it is as if it is customized for Tripura, because we have a lot of raw material here: pineapple, banana, orange, ginger, and so on. And our young entrepreneurs are ready to start food processing because we have good market. In Northeast, we have bordering Bangladesh. One of the largest food processing industry, Pran Group, from Bangladesh, has a unit in Tripura. So the approach which is being followed in the micro food processing enterprises will certainly help us to strengthen this sector. Sir, I would like to just mention that the baseline survey, we have already requested NEDFI to start the baseline survey and complete by maybe by 10th of August, so that a broad idea for implementation of this scheme will be chalked out. Also, we are in the process of doing detailed survey and DPR for the whole state to be finished by December. And horticulture department is closely working with us. We are coming up with a one district, one product approach. In fact, our primary sector goal has been to have a one block, one product. That is the entire basket of the primary sector, including agriculture, forest, horticulture, bamboo, rubber, and all that. But then coming for the food processing industry, at least we'll have a one district, one product approach. So we have 14 industrial estates in the state. All the 8 districts have industrial estates, right from North Tripura, Unakoti, Dhalai, Khowai, West Tripura, Agartala, Gomti, South. So we have 14 industrial estates. So any entrepreneur who would like to set up any unit in any of the industrial estates has an ample opportunity. The connectivity has improved. We have a broad gauge railway, we have national highway, we have good air connectivity, and now in the coming week, the connectivity through Chitgaon port is also scheduled. So all these things are now looking up. So I am very thankful to the Ministry of Food Processing Industries for having launched this program. And now it is up to us, the state government, industry department, the lead banker, to support entrepreneurs, and all the entrepreneurs who have joined this webinar. I would request you to attend the scheme details, note your queries if there are any queries, and these we can take up in the end. And I think we can make a good beginning. Our target is to have at least 2,500 micro food enterprises in 5 years. We are looking at minimum 500 micro food processing units per year. That's a quite good number for Tripura state, and I'm sure that if we have these units up and running, I think more than 40 to 50% of the food produce that we produce in the state will be processed. So with these words, I request Madam to take the webinar forward. And if there are any questions, please note these questions. Maybe we can see in the comment box section, and we will try to address these questions in the end. Thank you. Mic, madam, आपका mic on.
We will definitely note down the questions from our participants today, and we will definitely follow up with you and also the department and also the Ministry of Food Processing. So now I would request our Additional Secretary, Ministry of Food Processing, Mr. Manoj Joshi, to kindly address us.
Good morning, Mr. Kiran Geete, Mr. Bhujbal, Mr. Anant Krishnan, Director IFPT, Mr. Anand Kumar, Ms. Swapna Devnath, and all the participants. I'm very happy to be participating in the first of the webinar on PMFME scheme. We have done meetings with the state governments and other government officials, but yeah, a webinar on the scheme, this is the first we are doing, and happy that Tripura has taken lead, and ICC and Tripura government have taken lead in that. Very happy with that. We have been having large number of schemes in government for helping entrepreneurs. There's another scheme called PMEGP, Prime Minister's Employment Generation Program. There's a lot of similarity. That's a general sector scheme, and this is more on the food processing industry. So what stands different in case of PMFME scheme is, one is, yeah, obviously it is focused on food processing. Second is, it is more focused on existing small units. So we believe that anyone who has done small experience, it's easy to upscale their operations, easier to upgrade their operations. So whenever you set up an industry, I personally believe, from whatever experience I have in industry, is it's best to start small. It's never good to start with an industry of 1 crore rupee with a loan and your own equity when you have never worked in that sector. Chances of failure are generally much higher. And bankers also don't like that, because chances of failure are much higher. So if you put in your money, 2 lakh rupees from your house, start a small business, starts running it, then add some bank loan for another 1 or 2 lakhs, let it grow. And then at certain stage when you feel that you need to buy more machinery, then go for a higher loan. And so upgradation in any industry should always be very slow process, gradual process. It should never be starting a industry without having any work any time in that industry. So first, do a job in that. If you want to start a factory, say pineapple processing, you want to start, go and do a job in pineapple processing units. Don't start a pineapple processing unit if you have never worked in a pineapple processing unit. So it's always first you should start with a job, then start with a little of your own money so that you don't get into a trap of a bank loan. Once you take a bank loan, the unit fails, things don't go right way. So there is a way, I think, a progression in setting up an industry. So that's why the focus in this scheme is on the existing units. Second difference between this and other schemes is the focus is more on the clusters. The main approach in the scheme is one district, one product, because we wanted to follow a cluster approach. Otherwise, every unit is a standalone unit. So they don't really benefit in terms of common training, in terms of common infrastructure, common warehousing. So we would like state governments as well as various groups of farmers and industry and cooperatives to focus together on an entire value chain. Now, yeah, common infrastructure, common labs, warehouses, cold storage, reefer van. There is a provision in the scheme for all that. So we would like, say, if you are addressing a pineapple, so address it into an entire value chain. So that should be the approach in this scheme. That's what we would like this scheme to stand apart from other schemes. That yeah, there is a focus on individual units as well as SHGs and FPOs, but the focus is on the entire value chain. And a lot of perishable products, unless entire value chain is addressed, it's very difficult to achieve something. So because say in Tripura, it's a small market. Your products have very little market in Tripura. You need to go outside. Now to go outside, say you pick up pineapple, unless there is an entire value chain, you can only do a pineapple slicing and put it in a can and with a sugar syrup and give it to someone else to labeling and market somewhere else. And there is an entire supply chain where how do you market those cans or any other product of pineapple? So I think a small state like Tripura, supply chain becomes very, very important. So that is a second aspect of the scheme which we consider as very different from rest of the schemes. And I think the success of this scheme depends on how well state government implements it. If the state government implements it well, takes a lot of initiative, the scheme could do well. Similarly, if the good groups come together, say FPOs or SHGs or cooperatives, someone comes together and focuses on entire value chain and marketing, the scheme could do quite well. And I think that is what we see different in this scheme. Government of India, this is part of Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan of Pradhan Mantri. So there's a lot of focus on this scheme and there's a large funding available and we can go much faster in this scheme in any state which wants to do faster work. So it's up to Tripura government how much they want to publicize this scheme to various stakeholders. It's in COVID times, it's difficult to bring people together. So use social media, use TV, radio for scheme to reach out to people. So we are putting an online system where people can apply with the application and entire processing takes place online. So that will take about 1.5 or 2 months. So we would request the Tripura government to plan their publicity campaign in such a way that by end August, beginning September, they are ready with whatever films you make, whatever tutorials you make, whatever radio jingle, whatever you make, keep it ready so that by first week of September, it gets rolled out. By the time our system would also be ready so that people can start applying. So that synchronization would be very useful. And also to train people, put up an infrastructure, get your people trained in the scheme, helping people in DPR or finding resource persons who can do hand holding for the scheme. So I think we have launched the scheme and we have funding from our side, but it depends on entirely on Tripura government how well they take advantage of this scheme. If they do well, yes, it would be a good thing. But I think a second thing would be the licensing with the banks. Northeast generally has people keep raising issue that banks have a problem in lending. There's a lot of failure rate or NPA levels. So I think bringing bankers on board early enough would be very useful. And again, I think my advice would be to grow small. So that's a focus on this scheme is the existing units. So take existing units, do upgradation in participation with the banks so that the bank is satisfied and the entrepreneur grows gradually along with the scheme and along with the banks. I thank ICC. My colleague, Mr. Bhujbal, will be making a more detailed presentation. I didn't go into the details of the scheme, but will be making a presentation on the scheme. And I thank Government of Tripura and ICC for organizing this webinar. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for your kind address. Thanks for your time, sir. So now I would request Mr. Bhujbal, consultant MOFPI, to make the detailed presentation on the scheme. Sir.
Devabrata, can you please share your screen and start the presentation?
Yes.
So just give us 2 minutes. Devabrata, please share your screen for the MFPI PPT. Devabrata,
আমার মেশিনটা হ্যাং করে গেছে। হ্যাঁ, হ্যালো,
হ্যাঁ বলো
বলছি আমি আমি হ্যাঁ আমি চেষ্টা করছি, আমার নেটওয়ার্কটা একটু হ্যাং করে গেছে। আমি একটুখানি জাস্ট 1 মিনিট, হ্যাঁ আমি দেখছি। ঠিক আছে,
ঠিক আছে ওকে, ঠিক আছে ওকে। So just give us 2 minutes. There's a technical problem.
Sure.
Just we'll start in 1 minute.
Oh.
Devabrata, give me the share screen option. I will continue.
Yeah. Just I am just doing. Yeah. Is it visible, sir? Yes, sir.
No, it is starting. Yes, full screen, please.
Yeah. Just doing. Okay, sir.
Yes,
Sir,
it
you
is fine.
start now. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. In the beginning, let me thank Indian Chamber of Commerce and their hosts for hosting this webinar and giving us a chance to speak about the details of the scheme. Under the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan or the Self-Reliant India campaign, Government of India has approved a scheme for supporting the unorganized food processing units, most of which are located in the rural areas. This scheme is known as Scheme for Formalization of Micro Food Processing Enterprises, or PMFME scheme in short. Next. Essentially, it has dual objective. The first one is, can you go back? First is to support the existing micro enterprises for their modernization to enhance their competitiveness. So under this, individual micro enterprises who are already existing and already in working condition, they are being assisted for expansion, technology upgradation of their units. The second objective is to support FPO SHG cooperatives for infrastructure along the supply chain, establishing backward and forward linkages, providing common facilities for packaging, marketing, and testing. Obviously, the small micro entrepreneurs, they are not expected to have all the common services that are required at their end. So we'll have to have a cluster approach in providing these services, for which we are assisting the FPOs, SHG, and the cooperatives. Next. It's a centrally sponsored all India scheme to upgrade around 2 lakh existing micro food processing unit with an outlay of rupees 10,000 crore spread over 5 years from 2020 to 2025. The sharing pattern is for Northeast state, Government of India gives 90% of the outlay and 10% of the outlay is matched by the states. For other state, the ratio of GOI and state is 60:40. One of the important aspect is that 10% of the total outlay has been earmarked for Northeast states. So with the outlay, we will be able to assist around 20 lakh micro units in the Northeast states. What are the handholding support being provided to the micro units? The first is preparation of DPR. We will be placing district level resource person at the district level, grassroots level, who will be assisting the micro entrepreneurs in a variety of ways, like preparation of DPR, assisting them to avail bank loans, skill and entrepreneur training on site, then support for capital investment, their registration with FSSI, GST, Udyog Aadhaar, availing them common facilities like packaging, testing, marketing, branding, etc. Next. We are following in one district, one product approach to generate the necessary volume so that the unit, they manufacture the good, manufacture the food product, but they avail the common services in a group or cluster approach. So what are these products? Agri produce, it can be pineapple. Tripura is known for pineapple, jackfruit, orange, lychee, cashew nut. It can be food products, spices, soya products, bakery, biscuits, traditional Indian products like chili, amla, and haldi, or organic products. Northeast is, this is the USP of the Northeast, and there can be Ayurvedic product also. And one of the issue is how to make local product global. Unless we brand it and package it appropriately, I mean, our USP, we can build around our USP in linking local product with the global food chain. The states are expected to identify ODOP product through a study. Support to grow common infrastructure, marketing, branding predominantly will be for ODOP products. It's not as if that non-ODOP units will not be assisted, but non-ODOP product, even if assisted, they will not have the benefit of common infrastructure, because common infrastructure will be built around the concept of ODOP product. New units will be assisted only if they conform to the ODOP concept. Next. What are the benefits available to the micro units and also to the groups? The first is upgradation of the existing micro unit, 35% of the project cost subject to a maximum of 10 lakhs will be available to the micro units. FPOs, SHG cooperatives, for them credit link capital investment grant is available, again up to 35% of the project cost. Apart from that, the self-help group are also assisted at the rate of 40,000 rupees per SHG member for working capital and small tools. Once they upgrade themselves and their volume of output increases, they can again avail loan under, they can avail assistance for upgradation of the unit, and they can avail credit link subsidy up to 35% subject to a maximum of 10 lakhs. Common infrastructure will be supported through the group, and again it is credit linked to the extent of 35% of the project cost for the purpose of strengthening common processing facilities, labs, incubation center, warehouse, cold storage, etc. There will be support for branding and marketing, because this is one of the important aspects for success of the micro enterprises. So marketing and branding would be extended a higher 50% grant of the project cost. Next. How to apply? We have already started working on the FME portal, and the application will be online through the FME portal. Identification of clusters at the grassroots level will be by the resource person, and they will be directly assisting the entrepreneur at the field level. We will be supporting for preparation of DPR, imparting training, handholding support for registration with various regulatory authorities, and also recommend to the bank at the district level. SHG FPOs will also apply with their apply for building common infrastructure to the state nodal agency. State nodal agency in turn will have to refer it to the Ministry of Food for approval. So because these will be generally the project cost will involve more than like subsidy, so it will have to be approved at the ministry's level. Marketing and branding support, again it will be generally at the state level, because the branding can be statewide or at regional level, and it has to be approached in a cluster approach. The resource person will support for preparation of DPR, and there is a huge component of training, and this training will be imparted not only to the resource person but also to the entrepreneur through audio-visual mode, on which two national institutes, namely NIPTEM and IFPT, are working, and the applications will be processed online. Next. This is the allocation for Northeast state and the state of Tripura. As I have indicated, 10% of the allocation have been earmarked for the Northeast state. So Northeast state as a whole have been allocated 1,000 for assisting 20,000 micro food processing unit. As far as Tripura is concerned, the allocation of unit is 2,531, and for ST 367. These two figures are the barest minimum. The state can even go much more than that, given that there is ST population is much higher. State outlay for 5 years is 126.54 crores. SC component is 8.3, that comes to 10.50 crore. ST component is 4.3%, that is 5.44 crore. Outlay for the current year 2021 is 6.32 crores. First installment will be releasing subject to fulfillment of some preparation, initial preparation. It's 126.54 lakhs. Next. Entrepreneurs and also SSG can reach us at moapi.nic.in. We have given all the guidelines, brochure, and also related information. So it can be reached through this link. State Nodal Department, that is Department of Industries and Commerce, Government of Tripura. You can reach there also, industries.tripura.gov.in. Thank you very much.
Thank
Now
you,
we can invite question.
Thank you, Sir Jabal sir, for your detailed presentation on the scheme. So before going for the questions, I think we can request Dr. Fani Bhushan Jamatia, Director, Department of Horticulture and Soil Conservation, Government of Tripura, to kindly address us. Dr. Jamatia.
Good afternoon to all the participants on this webinar PowerPoint presentation. As regards to Tripura state, altogether we have 1.2 lakh hectare of horticultural crops, and with the production of 14.45 lakh MT, and out of which we have the fruits area of 53,000, mainly of this pineapple, jackfruit, banana, lime and lemon. These are the 4 or 5 major crops that grown in Tripura state. And among the spices, we have this ginger and turmeric. So, and this presentation on the seminar of webinar, it will be very helpful for the micro entrepreneurs who are ready to avail some assistance or benefit under the scheme. And as said in the presentation, definitely we'll publicize in the local newspaper and also the this local media about the schemes and its benefit. Already heard about the state of Tripura, how the nodal agency, this industry and commerce have done so far for the development of micro entrepreneurs in the state in regards to food processing. So under their guidance, we'll move forward for strengthening the more entrepreneurs in the food processing sector. Thank you, sir.
Jamatia, thanks for your overview on the horticulture resources of Tripura. So now I would request Dr. C. Ananda Ramakrishnan, Director IIFPT, Ministry of Food Processing, Government of India. Sir, please address us.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, Madhuparna and ICC for inviting me. And it's a long pending invitation from ICC. I could not join. Now, due to webinar, I could able to join. And thank you so much for the Bhujbal sir to explain about the scheme, and also our Joshi sir for addressing this gathering. Can you please share my slide? I'm unable to share here.
Yes, sir. Just a minute. I'm providing, sir.
Please.
Yes. Sir, just check, please.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I'm sharing.
Okay, sir.
You able to see, sir?
Yes, sir. It is coming, sir. Yeah. You sir run your right, sir.
Yeah. Able to see that strengthening food processing sector in Tripura through
Yeah.
PMFME scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much once again. And I'm going to give us some brief about what are the technology can support from IFPT for a PMFME scheme, and also what are the once the state government is selected one district, one product, and we have done some base studies earlier, and what are the cluster approach can be used, and this can be used by state government as well. I'll share this slide as well. And this is what overall view of our northeast districts, and 5.6% of total geographical area of the country, and it's a very good agroclimatic conditions, and we can go for a number of value addition of agro horticulture crops. And now our borders are open with the Bangladesh and Burma, and apart from that, southeast corridor can help us to move convert our local product into the other markets as well. That's what it is really is encouraging, and most of the our northeast products are organically grown, so we have the better branding for this organically grown products. And look at Tripura itself, and is a major cereal is rice. Almost 712,000 metric ton is rice is produced. And apart from that, other crops mainly for jackfruit. And next is pineapple, banana, potato, and cabbage, and brinjal, citrus, and turmeric chilies. These are the major crops what is available in Tripura. And how we can convert these crops. For example, if you look at the pineapple, whatever Joshi sir said, we can't just, we can slice it, put it in the sugar syrup, sending into the export market. We need to can think about other product from the pineapple, like a pineapple juice and carbonated pineapple juice, canned slices, and freeze dried slices. Now Southeast Asia and other part of the world, now people are preferred for the freeze dried product as a snack. So this is the one option still we can explore from this pineapple. And one issue is that pineapple has the 70% moisture. So converting this moisture into ice, removing from the sublimation takes a little bit tricky process condition, but still we are able to do the pineapple into the freeze-dried slices and squash and jam, jelly, all these things we can convert it, whatever the technical support needed from the micro enterprises in the Tripura, IFPT happy to support, and we'll have the n number of process already ready, and we are planning to give support for the even DPR preparation for the such product as well. And another major crop is the jackfruit, and very few states has the full-fledged jackfruits. Only is the Tripura, and if you come to down south is the Kerala, and we can make it recent studies very clearly demonstrate jackfruit, that unripened jackfruit flour has the low GI, that is a low glycemic index. We can use it for the mix with the atta and other things. We can make other value-added product. Apart from that, we can make the chips and nectar, jam, jelly, pickles. And recently we come up with the plate what shown in the slide, that is made of not from the fruit, taken out the fruit, because only 30% of the jackfruit is used as a fruit. Remaining 70% we are not unutilized. So we converted that unutilized pods into the plate. This plate has the high amount of the proteins and rich nutritious. After finishing your food, you can eat the plate as well. Plate as the more nutritious. So this is a purely edible plate what we created from the jackfruit. This technology is available with the IFPT. So such type of novel product we can expand from the already you are in the existing units are there. They may be doing chips and making other things. So we can use that waste utilization from the remaining portion of the jackfruit. That technological support, IFPT ready to support from the whichever the entrepreneurs needed such type of things we'll like to give. Another one is the banana. Banana is a really good banana is available in Tripura. We can convert banana flour, because now because of the lockdown last 4 months, we are unable to transport or export market as a hampered. So such things, banana you can't store more longer time. So we can convert as the banana powder. We can use it for this banana powder, other product, banana chips. One more thing, continuously increasing the market is the fruit wines. And banana wine also is increasing the popular, and we have the technology with IFPT convert banana into the banana wine and banana powders, chips. And apart from that, we can do fruit bar and toffee, all these products. We can give the support from our institute side and the technological input, whatever the needed, our existing line itself, you wanted to add one or two product more, definitely we like to give the handhold support. And whatever you wanted to change the line or you wanted to apply the additional expansion, what are the product you wanted to add to write a DPR and other things, yes, with the ministry support we try to give it. And we have taken the nodal agency for northeast states for implementing the PMFME scheme. So definitely we are wanted to give longer support to all the entrepreneurs who are present in that. And again, potato, cabbage, tomato, all these things are already explained with the Bhojpal sir as well. But same thing we can convert in the potato chips, tomato puree, and we have the full-fledged system. And even recently we come up with the solution for transport of a tomato with the cotton box along with the some material to extend the shelf life for more than 30 days. Such type of technological input and vacuum packaging and cut vegetable with the blister packaging, all the packaging solutions for this type of perishable commodities, IFPT has the solutions. We can support the entrepreneurs who are interested to take such technologies for the existing units. And again, bamboo suit is very famous in the tribal area in the Tripura, and we can convert into the canned bamboo suit and dehydrated bamboo suits and minimally processed. These technologies are developed in our center at Gaugati, and IFPT has the center at Gaugati. They have working on bamboo suits and such type of area, and the dehydrated frozen mushrooms also we are working, and we can convert mushroom into pickle and chutney. And again, paddy and rice, this is the another commodity I said initially itself is one of the major crop is paddy and rice. And right now is a small rice milling is taking place here and there in the Tripura. We need to upgrade these rice mills, and this is the one of the opportunity for the rice millers who are working for the that color mills. Mostly they are used in the traditionally that hill areas. They can move into the modern rice mill, and this scheme is all about for that. So definitely we'll handle the support, establishing a parboiled unit. And parboiled rice, it is increases the stability when the milling is happening. Normally rice milling is a 30% wastage is happening. So it is not good because 30% if you are losing the main rice. So how to convert this 30% waste rice into the another value added product? You can convert this broken rice into the noodles, pasta, and we have all the technology. And bakery product, can we used this rice into the rice flour into that? That's what we are working, including we can go for the rice bran oil, and rice bran oil can be used as the cooking oil. Such type of research has been happening in our IFPT, and we have very good strong scientific group working on the only rice. And what are the rice available in our Tripura that is can be converted, and we can see that slight modification in the parboiling condition. We have some enzymes that enhances the milling capacity, so reduces the breakage in the milling, and we can see that how best different milling operations can reduces the GI. GI is a glycemic index. Any product is a lower GI that can be claimed as the diabetic. Like for example, normal this GIS52 comes as a diabetic rice, we can go for that. But for that studies and so that support, scientific support, all we can support from the IFPT side. And again, bakery, small bakery units are here and there is then the Tripura, and we can support from IFPT side. We can convert the vermicelli, noodles, instant food mixes, cakes, pastries, because this is the bakery units continuously growing in our India. And this is the one unit is very well fixed with the whatever our scheme is saying. If so, for example, 30 lakhs easily you can put it on one bakery unit, and we can have the support from the ministry and such type of training, online training, handhold support, and preparing the DPR. And this bakery unit, you wanted to add some of the immune boosting compounds, that also is possible. We will support all the things, and you can one and someone wanted to start in the bakery unit in the cluster approach, again we'll like to support. And another only major crops is coming chili. Normal chili in India is, if you see that southern chilies, however it is then the Erode in Tamil Nadu, Samrajnagar in Karnataka, that is around 4% curcumin is there, but northeast chilies that king chilies is crossed more than 5%. It reaches some of the chilies goes for 7 to 8% of the curcumin. So extraction of the curcumin gives the lot of important in the nowadays nutraceutical industry, because nutraceutical industry growth rate more than 16% than compared to any other industry. And we can go for the turmeric oil and oleoresin industry. Now because of this COVID, people are moving to the lot of usage in the curcumin and turmeric. Even turmeric pastes are now popular. So all these technologies are available with the Indian Institute of Food Processing Technology at Tanjavur as well as Gaugati Center. We can easily support that one and we can expand that one, because this is the very high quality turmerics are available at Tripura. So this is the one opportunity we need to enhance, and we need to capitalize such a market in the not only for Indian market, outside market. And again, ginger and slices, because this turmeric and ginger both are immune boosting systems. So we need to see that how best we can convert this ginger into the powder form and flaky form. We can add into the any other product, and chili powder, all the things. We'll give the full handhold support as well as training and how to apply this product into the DPR formation, all the things IFPT will support. And if you go to IFPT site, we are going to add all these product preparations as well as DPR preparation. All the things will be available. Now while moving to the little bit close to the Tripura state, how that presently it is some studies we have done it from our Northeast center, and these are the clusters are there. And is first one, if you take the rice mills, because rice is the highest amount is produced in the Tripura, and West Tripura clusters, and almost 35 to 40 mills are there in the Rani Bazar side, and Mohanpur 15 to 20 mills are present into that. And mostly they use the like, Swarna Masuri type of rice and other things. What is our suggestion is these existing mills, close to the around 50 mills, can be upgraded with the modern rubber roller and parboiling unit and flaky and puffed rice unit, because whatever comes to the waste rice, that's some broken rice, we can convert into the flakies and we can convert into the other value-added product. Apart from that, that existing unit itself, we can convert into the modern rice mill. So this is the whoever the rice millers are there, we need to approach, or we need to promote them to go for such upgradation, because that can be reduces the wastage in the existing rice mill what they have right now, you say huller mills. So we can move into the other rubber roller mills that will help us to reduce the wastage. Then South Tripura cluster, again, there also a small amount people are using. Again, paddy processing is there, and many more traditional mills are across the Tripura is there. So all these people we need to bring into the fold, and we need to see that how best we can convert this cluster, these millers into the modern rice mill and value-added product from the waste, and including the rice bran and how it is converted. Even rice bran, we develop the plates, spoons and other things. So we can see that all the waste into wealthier things. So these are the things what we have done for the some of the studies in the rice side. And mixed crops, that this is the FPOs who are in the Tripura state and West Tripura state, and these are the FPOs. And one major FPO as per the Tripura government, and 688 farmers jointly they are doing. They mainly again paddy, and they are doing the ginger and turmeric and mustard. And again, we can convert into the modern rice mill who are in that. And apart from that, we can ask them to go for the ginger, turmeric, or oleoresins and oil extraction dried format. Again, another one is South Tripura district. Some more farmers groups are there. So we need to reach out this farmers producers company to avail our newly launching scheme, so they can get benefit out of the scheme, because this is the what we identified the some of the clusters what they are working on it. And you can see the mostly that major crops they are doing, even maize and mustard they are working on the some of the people working in Wood County district in the Tripura. And fruits and nuts clusters, this is the, again some clusters are there. People are just the cultivating. If you look at this west, south and West Tripura district, the pineapple, a lot of people are, most of the farmers cultivating pineapple. So this is the place we can target. Last column, you can see the proposed processing units. What we wanted to suggest on these areas, and whoever the field agriculture marketing department of state government, they can think about to promote we can go for the pre-processing like a cleaning and juice concentrate, freeze drying. We can convert because mostly pineapple clusters are there. These places, North Unkati and other the Dalaya districts, all these places mostly pineapple. And two varieties of the pineapple. One is a Queen and Q. The two varieties, we'll see that how best we can convert into the value-added products. And most of the time that's used there. So that is what we need to think, and we need to promote the scheme into these cluster areas, and we need to ask them to go for the high upgrade that skills. And again, South Tripura district cashew nut is quite large they produce, so we can go for the roasted nuts and other value-added product support we can give. And meat and dairy is not very well organized in the Tripura. So again, we need to support them, handhold support, how to process the meat and other things. And again, goat meat is only is a popular in that, but lack of processing condition. Poultry is not much expanding, but we need to support them. So definitely we need to support these people to convert in the modernizing abattoir and other things, and how to make the minimally processed meat and export market of the meat. We need to think how best we can support them, including the marketing and branding. And these are the some of the processing unit. This is the our statistics what we collected. Maybe state government maybe have some more data. Just I will give the some example of that same again modern rice mill unit, and we can think about proposed capacity of 6 to 10 tons now processing unit can be brought, and including the puffing rice puffing unit and other things. So this is the output. We can convert rice, puff rice, flake rice, and integrated fruits like mainly for the pineapple and jackfruits. 65 numbers we can brought into the whole our Tripura, and this is the targeted because we calculated based on the how much area is cultivated, total production capacity, and how much we taken the 20% available for the processing. Remaining is consumed as the raw fruit or locally consumed, but remaining the 20% if you take it, so we can propose like a 65 numbers of the unit and 2 to 4 tons of the fruit processing units. So we can convert as a canned or freeze-dried product. So this is the what we need to target, and we need to work out with the FPOs and small units, and we need to expand our capacity of giving the technology input and handhold support and spice processing again. Total number of spice, and we have taken the 30% available for the 50% available for the turmeric, 30% available for the ginger if you convert as the processing conditions. So if you make it for the small units like a 1 to 2 ton spices per day unit, 8 number unit can come. So where we are going to place and who is already is processing, and how that FPO is a common for this type of things, we can create the common facilities. So these 65 units, they can use the common facilities. So that's what we need to think. We need a clear plan, so that we need to work out, and we like to work very closely with the Tripura government to support all these activities. And again, cashew nut and again pork processing. These are the things we listed out some 5 units, some 5 identified products, and once the state government come up with the one district, one product, we can match with that type of things, and we can work out which are the technological input has to be required to upgrade that existing unit, farmer producers company or HSGs, what else we can support for the common cluster approach. We can work out and we can support them and we can guide them, which is the one is because we need to see that what is the available raw material input and output where we are going to market. So then we can suggest which is the one suits for that cluster. And if you look at the overall scenario of Tripura, definitely PM FME schemes will support presently aggregation of collection of the products because of the hill area transport and others. So that we need to work out. Second is the innovation technological skill upgradation. This is what IFPT will hand on to state government and support the farmers producers company. Definitely we can support what is the existing unit they wanted to upgrade, a new technology they wanted to introduce, a new product they wanted to do. Definitely we like to give mainly marketing branding. Already Bhojbal was explained about that. Definitely we'll support through the scheme. Definitely they can expand that branding. For example, if with that pineapple and turmeric you wanted to brand particular branding is possible, and we can support for quality management approach, including our institute is the FSSA referral laboratory. Very soon we are going to get a referral laboratory for PIDA and PIDA. So export market, all the training, what are the minimum requirements to make the labeling, and what are the legal requirements, everything we can support this micro processing units. And apart from that, when marketing comes, it is very difficult for microprocessing units to design their product. And IFPT has the very good system and virtual market we created. From there, we can design your product label and what are the design of your logo. Everything has been given from IFPT support. And anyhow, our logistic, whatever Secretary, Department of Industry, Commerce, Kiran sir explained about they are improving the logistic and other things. Definitely that will give more support to make our Tripura products will reach out throughout the country beyond that. And I hope our center is there in the Gaugati. This is the center at Gaugati. We are continuously supporting training, business incubation, student internship, and these are some datas. And we wanted to extend our support from Gaugati Center to the throughout the Tripura government. Once again, thank you so much for listening.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for your very, very detailed and informative presentation, sir. And I think Tripura, people from Tripura industries can avail these technologies. Mainly you have focusing on rice processing and fruits, mainly jackfruit and pineapple and also spices. So these three subsectors can be looked at. And also I would request the state government, Swapna madam is there, Gitte sir is there, some kind of training program for the entrepreneurs can be organized. We can also help the state government with the support of IIFPT, sir. So thank you, sir. So now I would request Mr. Anand Kumar to kindly address us for the financing part.
Thank you, madam. Respected panelists and officials from ICC, participant entrepreneurs, opportunity for a banker to interact with in this program, webinar. Madam, actually from bankers' point of view, as Manoj sir has clearly spelled out that we need to assist entrepreneurs, small entrepreneurs, where bankers, where the people are facing complaints that create linkage, or from the banker side, approach, or bankers are not positive to their programs. Sir, one thing we must all remember that in most of the time through PMEGP or from other government programs, people have started with greenfield projects, and I didn't find the people who is coming to the bank who has started their own with a small capital, and then they gradually want to expand, where the bank is always comfortable to finance with. Where till now we have experienced that only the raw talents that undertake one particular enterprise and then they want to scale up. So I'm fully endorsed with Manoj sir view that let the entrepreneurs who start with their own, have some experience, and then they come to the bank. Bank is always behind those who are working. Assessing any project for the ongoing entrepreneur, ongoing enterprise is very easy for the banker. But assessing any enterprise which is just started with the scratch, where everything is on assumptions, it's really difficult for bankers to assess. And that is the only reason why in new projects, growing NPAs is being observed. So with 550 bank branches in Tripura, from the SLBC platform, we always encourage and we'll always feel to handhold those enterprises which have started their own and finding trade need or trade support for expansion and for scale up. I'm really thankful to Dr. Ananda Ramakrishnan sir, who has given a lot of insight how existing entrepreneur can undertake small activities in the field of food processing, and if such kind of activities comes to bankers for, we will definitely do not hesitate in giving finances to them. So from SLBC platform, we assure all the entrepreneurs that please start your own, share your experience with us. We are ready to handle, and we also looking for the enterprises which is ongoing, which is going concern. So it's become easy for the bankers also to extend credit facility. In these words, I will expect rather more questions from the participants, to the bankers.
There are all the efforts made to increase the farmers' cultivation in Kenya and maybe in other African countries. And of Maggie, I think it's already 12:38. I was given time up to 12:30. In 5 minutes, I would like to wind up.
I think, madam, there is some cross connections.
Widely used and this has been used.
Debabrata, can you please check it?
By anything that involved in
Debabrata?
that are susceptible which diagnostic virus infection.
Bujabal sir, can you please mute yourself?
It's not clear.
Yeah, now it's okay, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Sir, with these words, I would expect questions from the participants that wherever they are finding difficulty in bank's credit linkage, I'm ready to provide bankers' perspective in this regard. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I think there are few questions who have they have requested to share details how to get bank loans from Tripura. So, sir, if you could kindly, where they can go, whom to contact, if you can kindly just give one reference, something they can go and meet them for the bank loan and how to go about it, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. For getting bank loan, the best option is to contact the bank branch where he or she is maintaining an account, because that will give the bankers to under know your customer. They will understand that who the entrepreneur is. So if you are maintaining an account with the bank and you approach that bank for the loan, the banker will go through your transactions. He will assess you, and then it is a very easy process to approach the to the bank for the credit. Even in case you find any kind of obstacle, we are having office, SLBC office. They are always welcome to approach us. We will try to facilitate their to resolve their problems.
Okay, thank you, sir. Now I would another question. Somebody is asking how to make DPR for MSME scheme. So this scheme. So, sir, Mr. Bujabal, if you can kindly answer.
Under our scheme, that is PM-FME scheme,
yes,
we will be appointing district level resource person. The state nodal agency, they will be in fact looking for district resource person. These resource person will be trained, and they in turn help the in preparing the DPR. They will liaise with the bank. If there is any problem with preparation of DPR, they will even amend the DPR, and they will also give lot of handholding services to the entrepreneurs. That is how to get registration with the regulatory authorities, where to source raw material, how to link themselves with the market, and also how to avail common facilities facilities for testing, packaging, etc. So the district level resource person will be helping the entrepreneurs in all these matters. They will be liaising with the banks and helping in accessing bank credit.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Another question, Shwapna madam can help us in that. That is, somebody is writing that there is a fruit processing unit of government of Tripura, which is closed down. So, is state government is thinking about it and making it operational? Is there any units for fruit processing which can be brought under this scheme, sir, madam?
Yeah, this plant which was earlier established by Naramek at Nalkata, the pineapple fruit juice concentration plant, it is actually closed, and function is also not there for a couple of years. So now from the state government, we are taking initiative. We are just trying to revive if anything can be done, but it is still in the proposal stage, not yet confirmed still, but government is very positive. And from the department also we are trying. Definitely we'll make some arrangement, and the process is going on. So that is the only thing which I can share. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, madam. Somebody is asking for the bank, for Mr. Anand Kumar, that how a new entrepreneur will be having interaction with bank, that the transaction with the bank. So I think if you can answer that, if he's a new entrepreneur, so he has to have a bank account or what, sir? If you can kindly tell.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. This new entrepreneur, they must be having some kind of banking relationship with their local banks.
Okay, sir.
Either maybe a savings bank account or a current account for the businesses, or even if they are not having any kind of bank account, it's really difficult, because under Jan Dhan account, each and every person is likely to have at least one account, either in his name or his family name or anyone name. So not having a bank account is very rare phenomenon. So even if you don't have any bank account, you just go to your nearest bank with your address proof and with your photo identity, whatever possible document you can have, like Aadhaar card or electricity bill or voter ID card, and then you can open an account with them. See, the problem is that the new entrepreneur without experience, they will come and they will they either they should work somewhere, or they should have on-job training, or they should have some kind of exposure to that particular industry or that particular processing. It's really difficult. It's really difficult. I can understand from their part of view and from our part of view also, to assess the exact quantum of loan. So, but we are open. We are open for that also. It's, even though it's difficult, challenges are there.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you. And also, sir, this is for Sir Abu Jabal, sir. Somebody is know about the schemes, detailed scheme. So, sir, can we share this PPT presentation of yours to to the participants, sir, if you allow us?
Can be shared, but more details are available in our website. That is the
Yes.
detailed guidelines. There are 2 brochures also, so one
Okay.
can go through it. I
Okay,
think
sir.
that will be much better. But you can share,
Okay.
there is nothing secret about it.
Okay. So in the MOFP is this thing, website, they can
Website,
get
yes.
the information and
Details?
this thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And also, madam, if some entrepreneurs want to have some guidance from your side, so they can meet you or somebody in the department for availing this scheme.
Definitely, we are here. Department of Industries and Commerce. It is just near the Ginger Hotel. I am there,
Yeah.
and if I am not there, we have another deputy director, Mr. Maulik Majumdar. He is also there. We have our district industries office in our office only. So mostly this scheme will be dealt with the district offices only. So our district office in the West Tripura is in our building. So our DIC General Manager, Mr. Rajesh Deborma, he is also here. So we all are here. If anyone is not available, then somebody else will be available. So there is no problem. Anyone who is interested, they can come for detailed guideline and we will definitely help them. Thank you.
Somebody is again asking that having an account, but we are new in the business, not having transaction, but having experience of work with the world-class company. How do I start my journey? So I think somebody has to answer this. I think Mr. Anand Kumar already has mentioned this. So
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. I can answer this one. Yeah, the person who don't have an account, but they can have they have the working experience somewhere else, and they want to start a new enterprise. They are welcome. No problem. You just come up with your idea. First, you have to have account. If you don't have account,
yes,
you
yes.
open it.
No, they
open
have
it.
already. They have their account.
Okay, then you meet the local branch manager, and if you still find any difficulty, Sapna madam is there. We are here as SLBC. We can both facilitate
বলছি
and we
পাঁচজন
can
হাত তুলেছেন
guide them.
আমি তাহলে একটা বাই একটা ওদেরকে
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
ডাকবো
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ ডাকো ডাকো yeah yeah so Sanjay, if you could kindly take the questions whoever has raised their hand.
Yes. This is for Surajit Samanto. Devabrata, can you please give access to Surajit Samanto to ask the question to the panelists?
Yeah, given. Mr. Surajit Samanto.
Devabrata, it's still mute. It's showing mute for Surajit Samanto.
Virus, let me not get it. What is the level of
आउट में तो तेल अपने को माल ही निकालना है.
Mr. Surajit Samanto.
Devabrata, এটা try করো Snigdha Gop. Snigdha Gop.
Please try Mr. Surajit Samanto. Please.
Mr. Samanto, আপনাকে আনমিউট করতে লাগবে নিজেকে।
কি
শুনতে উনি পাচ্ছেন কিন্তু ওনার সিস্টেম থেকে উনি আনমিউট করেছেন। এটা তুমি নেক্সট নাও স্নিগ্ধা গোপ, এনাকে ইনি কিছু প্রশ্ন করতে চাইছেন, এটা আনমিউট করো।
করে দিয়েছি।
স্নিগ্ধা গোপ, আপনি শুনতে পাচ্ছেন?
স্নিগ্ধা মজুমদার গোপ।
I think Madhubanadi, we should continue. We can take up the questions, then you can close. We will stay in touch with them.
Hello. I have a question.
রাজেশ মিটিং
Hello?
কল ব্যাক কর।
হ্যাঁ, আপনি কোয়েশ্চেন করতে পারেন প্লিজ।
Am I audible, sir? I am Subrata Majumdar.
হ্যাঁ, বলুন আপনার কোয়েশ্চেনটা বলুন।
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা আমার কোশ্চেনটা আইআইএফপিটি ডাইরেক্টর স্যারের কাছে আছে যে অ্যাকচুয়ালি ত্রিপুরাতে উনি যেভাবে বলছেন স্টার্ট আপ করা তো ইজি না, যেটা হলো যেমন ব্যাংক লোন পাওয়াটা খুব কঠিন, প্লাস কনসালটেন্সি সার্ভিস ইজ নট অ্যাভেলেবল হিয়ার। আমি মেইনলি স্টুডেন্ট প্রফেসর ইন ডিপার্টমেন্ট অফ আইটি, বাট আমি এন্টারপ্রেনারদের স্টার্ট আপে হেল্প করি। ওকে,
ঠিক আছে।
But recently I have tried for one entrepreneur in setting up one rice mill, parboiled rice mill. But I have given 5 lakhs rupees for one consultancy service from hired from Delhi. But their DPR was wrong. Due to them, our at first round our proposal was disqualified. So is it possible to get the consultancy services from IIPTF? They sir talked that they are giving the services. And if needed, if required, the entrepreneur will pay. So is it possible?
Sir, it is possible. Please send a request mail to director at iipt.edu.in, and it is there in our website. We will help you, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Madhubanadi, you are mute.
Shopna madam, is there any empanel consultant for industry department or somebody who can help the entrepreneurs?
Actually, we have opened one cell called Swagat. It is to help the budding in for DPR and all. They
Okay.
have one consultancy division. They are preparing DPRs also.
Okay.
So
okay,
that
okay.
help they can take.
Okay.
It is set up in the TIDC office. TIDC
Okay.
ground floor. Swagat cell is there. They are preparing DPR also.
Okay. 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 Sanjay, any more question? Is Sneha Gop
Yes.
is there?
Yes, there was one more question that they have a Mr. Anand Kumar or Mr. Bujabal, sir, anybody can take up this question?
We cannot hear your question. Can you please repeat?
Yes, there's a person who has already a running loan from NetFi, NEDFI. So
Sanjay, your voice is not audible. Please just Sanjay.
Sanjay.
yes, can you hear me now?
Yeah. Please repeat the question.
Yeah, if a person has already an existing loan from NetFi, NEDFI,
Yeah.
so are they eligible for this new scheme? PMFME? They have an existing loan from NetFi already.
Bhujabal sir or otherwise?
Okay, I'm answering to that.
Okay, Mr.
Yes, sir. Bhujabal sir, please go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll call you. I'll answer it later on.
Okay. So our scheme is for the existing unit, and if he has and it is credit linked. So obviously, when he seeks assistance, financial assistance under the scheme, so there is some element of bank loan attached to it. So there is no problem. He has already taken loan from the bank, but then for taking the additional assistance from the ministry under the scheme, he will have to get loan from the bank, because under this scheme, the minimum amount that he has to contribute is 10%, and the balance has to be taken from the bank. So since so long as it is credit linked, we have no issue. You will have the entrepreneur will have to satisfy the bank and avail bank credit. If they do that, then there is no problem in seeking assistance under this scheme.
Okay. And sir, is there any empaneled PMA for this PFMA scheme? from MFPI?
This is for the micro food processing units, existing micro food processing unit. They are small units. So maybe you do not need the kind of PMA that you are asking for. But then we'll be imparting training to the district level resources who will help the entrepreneur in preparing DPRs. In fact, our institutes, NIPTIM and IIPT, they are in the process of preparing model DPR, which of course will not suit all the purposes, but it can be modified at the grassroots level depending upon the requirement, depending upon the resources and the kind of product line the entrepreneurs wants to establish. So these resources, district level resources will be adequate trained to assist the entrepreneurs.
So I think Madhubanidhi, you can take it ahead. There, like these were the questions which needs to be answered. Thank you.
Okay. We have come to the end of our interactions. So now I would request Kiran Gupta sir to just give a summing up and also just address us. Is he there? Gupta sir?
Yes, he is there.
Okay. Yeah.
जो जा रहा है उसको रोको, मास्क ठीक नहीं है, मास्क नहीं लगाया, ये मास्क ले लो, उससे 20 रुपए ले लो। इससे मास्क का कंप्लायंस बढ़ेगा। ये तो पैरामीटर फीस कुछ नहीं करेगा।
कितने से?
सीसी को लगा के हमारे 300 सीसी को अर्बन एरिया में मास्क का कंप्लायंस बढ़ेगा। आप क्या करोगे? नहीं सही है। ये तो ऑर्डर में इशू कर दो। जो करोगे ये तो हम we are not going to get this. Say that promotion of mask. Promotion of use of mask in urban. जो ये डिसीजन हमने जो दिया है वही लोग बनाएंगे भी इधर
Gupta sir? He cannot.
वो उसको ऑथराइज करके तुम 20 रुपए ले
तो भी मतलब उसको सब डिसेंट्रलाइज कर देते हैं।
हां एक वो जहां से खरीदना खरीदेगा।
हां मतलब जो ये लोग बनाते हैं क्वालिटी अच्छा है और ये लोग ट्रेन भी हो गया है जो हमने बनाया था अभी हमने दिया था एमसी से 25-25 हजार करके 2 बार लिया है सर 50,000 मास्क ये महिलाएं बनाएंगे उनको क्वालिटी अच्छा होता है स्टैंडर्ड से बना
उसको
वही लोग बनाएंगे सर और चाहे तो चाहे
किट्टू सर
मैं और ये बैठे तुम्हारा तुम स्पीकर ऑन किया सिद्धार्थ है मेरे पास तो मैं ये बोल रहा था कि अभी मास्क का यूजर एनफोर्स कोई नहीं कर रहा nobody is enforcing the mask तो अभी हमने जो पाइनएप्पल शिपिंग का काम शुरू किया है उसमें तो एसीजी में एक ही दिन का काम है
किट्टू सर
नहीं करता मैं बोल रहा इसी एसीजी को इसी प्रोग्राम के अंतर्गत अगर हम बोले कि तुम मास्क डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करो एक एसीजी एक वार्ड में करेगा क्या करेगा जो मास्क यूज नहीं कर रहा है जिसके पास ठीक ठाक मास्क नहीं उसको मास्क देके वो
स्वप्ना मैडम
ये हम लोग ने ये भी आता
Sir is busy in some up.
Okay. So, madam, on behalf of industry department, ma'am, you also you just close this.
अरे वो सब छोड़ दो नो फाइनल है ना हमको
Ma'am, please.
Okay. Yeah. So thank you very much. First, I will thank Ministry of Food Processing Industries for launching such a nice scheme. And in the micro level, it is really need of the hour because a lot of people are now searching for a new thing to establish themselves. And in Tripura, we are very much supporting. We are supporting this scheme actually. And thank you ICC for organizing this program and we have requested also to do it soon because our people, our entrepreneurs, they are very interested to know details about the scheme and promotional works we have already started and in the district level also we will start it very soon. So hope with all these positive steps and initiatives and joint effort of ministry as well as the state government will definitely go well with this scheme, and this will help all the interested entrepreneurs, especially in the ODOP, which is a new concept, and we'll do it soon. We'll specify those products, and as IIFPT has given very nice idea how to go ahead with the ODOP, and we have got the base idea and basic things already we have formulated. So we'll start it very soon, and we expect that the scheme will be very much beneficial for all the young entrepreneurs. Thank you, Madhuparna. Thank you again.
Thank you, madam. And we convey our sincere thanks to Ministry of Food Processing, to additional Secretary, Sir, Mr. Joshi, and Mr. Bhujawal, who has made the presentation very nicely. Sir, thanks for all your support and guidance. We are also thankful to Dr. Ananda Ramakrishnan. We are really honored to have you with us today. And also we are thankful to Mr. Anand Kumar. And our sincere thanks is for Mr. Kiran Gitte, sir, who have been guiding us and supporting our initiatives for last so many years. So also we are thankful to Dr. Jamatia from the Horticulture Department for your presence. With these words, on behalf of Indian Chamber of Commerce, we will be coordinating with the Ministry of Food Processing as well as with the State Department to make this scheme successful and beneficial for the industry and for the FPOs and the micro entrepreneurs. Thank you. আপনাদের সবাইকে ধন্যবাদ জানাই যারা আজকে আমাদের সাথে রয়েছেন, এবং ডেলিগেট হিসেবে আমাদের সমস্ত কন্ট্যাক্ট অ্যাড্রেস আপনাদের কাছে আছে, ইমেল আইডি আছে, মোবাইল নাম্বার আছে। আপনাদের যা যা কোশ্চেন আছে আমাদের গ্রুপে আপনারা দিতে পারেন। আমরা সেই কোশ্চেনগুলো আপনাদের জন্য টেক আপ করবো ডিপার্টমেন্টের সাথে এবং মিনিস্ট্রির সাথে, আইএফপিটির সাথে, ব্যাংকের সাথে। আপনাদের সবাইকে অজস্র ধন্যবাদ। আপনারা 2 ঘন্টা ধরে আমাদের সাথে ছিলেন এবং আপনাদের যা প্রয়োজন আমাদেরকে নিশ্চয়ই যোগাযোগ করবেন। থ্যাংক ইউ, ধন্যবাদ, নমস্কার।